Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. So beautiful to be with you. Today is a big day. Today, my new book, Transfiguration, is going to be on the NASDAQ screen in Times Square. So as soon as I'm done recording this for you, I'm going to get dressed and allow my new book to be seen by the world. There's something so powerful about bringing sacred content to humanity in the form of a book, which is how it has always been from the beginning of time. This is how the world has always changed. Those who would go and ask God would hear words, write them, and then put them in a book. There's something about that. But then when you can put it on a screen in the middle of New York Times Square, there's something even more profound of who knows who will see it and whose life will be changed. And that's the place that gets me so excited. So today I honor God in these miracles. So we're going to begin with our breath of love. And I saw a vision this morning. If you're one of my authors and you've been with me in person, a lot of the times something that I do is I kiss people on the forehead. It's just this natural, maybe motherly instinct I have of just kissing people right on their forehead. And as I've been learning so much about cellular restriction and transfiguration, I've learned that the pituitary gland, which is your third eye, which is your forehead, is actually what governs your cells. So it's the thing that either is pulsing fear through your cells or love. And this morning I was doing healing on my body, and I saw the Divine Mother come in and kiss me on the forehead. And with her kiss on the forehead, she reprogrammed the pituitary gland to pulse love through my being. And so today, as we breathe love into the body, I want you to feel that. The Divine Mother coming and kissing you on the forehead and reprogramming your body to pulse love through every cell inside of you. So we're going to do 3 breaths. And remember, as you breathe out, you're going to breathe out any fear that might be stagnant in your being. Ready? Let's breathe in. Last one. Allowing your body to just be so whole and grounded and at peace. We're going to begin today with a message I received from God, and this might be one of my most favorite messages. A lot of my messages lately have been very, very personal, and so it's been a bit tricky to figure out what to share. But today it felt important to read this one. This message came to me right after I had just changed a lot of aspects of my business a few months ago, and I was feeling a little bit disheveled and a little afraid for the future. And these are the words that God said. Your fate has already been sealed. Trust the contents inside are for your good. Trust that God has written a path to match the beauty of who you are. You are beloved. God has beautiful plans for you. Trust in this. That message is for you as well. God has plans, and when we listen and do, the plans are beautiful and extraordinary. And it is in our listening and doing that our faith becomes real, that it no longer becomes something we have to hope for, but it becomes something that becomes us. Faith is the ground on which we actually stand. It's not something like a moonbeam or stars that are out of our reach. Faith is concrete, and faith is what makes us whole. And faith is what helps us match the miracles that God has waiting for us. And so today, as we go into prayer, I invite you to pick up whatever fear and doubt is in the way of your faith. And we're going to pick it up and you're going to put it into God. And I want you to fully release your doubt and fully release your fear and allow God to transfigure it so that it may be the faith that holds you, the faith that surrounds you, that swaddles you, that strengthens you, that reminds you of who you are. And I'm going to be quiet because now you're going to receive. You're going to receive the message that God has for you, the message that comes to the one who is filled with faith. For doubt clogs our receptivity, and fear shuts the heavens. And so if we have given our doubt and our faith, our doubt and our fear into God, then we only can be in faith. And in faith, we hear. In faith, we receive. In faith, we unfold. So we're going to ask that God may seal this up with a blessing upon your head. And I will be quiet while you pray. And take a nice deep breath in, allowing the words that God has given you to be written within the very cells in your body. We're going to open our palms to the heavens and ask that God may give us our number one most important action today. And then I invite you to give your angels assignments and ask them for help. Ask them with what you need. They love to partner with us, but they live by the law of agency. And today, as you step out of your home, and you are in this world, may you remember that you are not alone. May you remember that there are many who walk with you, that you have been chosen for this work, for this path, and for this life, and that God has sealed your fate with miracles, wonder, and faith. And with that, I thank you for wandering into the sacred, and I will see you tomorrow morning in my prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.